We're playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. Monday night prime time is underway. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and got us off and running.
38-yard line.
Back to pass on second and short. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. Hit out of bounds after a small gain. This one goes for 3 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Tootin gets it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Second and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, Williams. Finds his running back. This is Bashal Tootin. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They get 22 out of that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes second and long. Working from the gun, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. Escapes a defender. Breaks through and breaks away. Keeps it moving. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. On the return, Isaiah Rodgers. He's got a lane up past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Jukes away from one. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish off their opening drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Shaheed now to return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Going play action. Williams. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10.
Montgomery gets it from the gun. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
First down throw by Williams. Buying some time right. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Williams from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. This one misses the tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Defense, relentless on that play. As some of them closed in on that pocket, the others took away the easy throwing lanes, and they really influenced that incomplete pass.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Connects on the crosser. This gets the 1st and more. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Running from the pistol. It's Tootin. Hit right at the line, and that is where he is stopped. So no gain on first down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Williams will look to throw. He rolls to his right. He's running with it. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
He's caught. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
To throw, Williams. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Caught out wide. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
3rd and goal, it's Williams. Chased out to his right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks break the tie here in the first. Caleb Williams, the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. On the return, here's Rodgers. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready up!
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Hold it ready! Let's go!
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And he'll have a small gain up to about the 32. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. More from Lumen Field in just a minute.
On the jump!
Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got 3rd and 8. 3rd and long for him here. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's complete. This is Olave. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. What a play on 4th down. Give him the first after a gain of 27.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Here we go! Here we go! Forward, Viking 18!
Out of the gun, Daniels. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. Hand off to Tootin. By a man, he's in the clear. Still has some space inside the 35. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks parlay the interception into points.
Take that play right there. That run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level. And this rookie is putting on a show.
Ryland now for the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this first and 10.
Ready?
Back to work after throwing the pick. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
And the Texans first down.
First and 10, around to Robinson. On the move, past the 40. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Texans 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Now Williams. Brought in right side by Moore. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Williams off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
It's caught. Fannin has it. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the give, it's Tootin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. Has some room to work. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 13-point lead. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Here we go, set. Ready, up.
Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Come on, set.
He finds Tigger Conklor for the grab. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
The Texans, first down. A gain of 34 yards. First down, Texans.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go now.
Daniels on first down. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
At the Seahawks 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Room inside the 10. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Texans make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Now we'll see the medical team head out to the Seahawks. Have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
What is up?
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Texans closing in, and they get to him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Could not beat the defender there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Williams with 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Got ready?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go, here we go. Warriors, Cowboy 80. Go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for Bijan Robinson that time out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
79 Bronx, 19. Tiger, 19.
Daniels throwing on third. Buys time, rolling right. He's making a bid for it. He's going to bring this down to their 35. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All set to go now from the 35.
18, 70, Hawk 70.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Williams to throw on first. Headed out right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or 2 short of the 20 here.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, he's going for it again. Room up the sideline, now at the 40. They get 23 on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Looking to throw. Buying some time right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. This one intended for the running back. And it sets up second down. One last play before the break. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So they're sending out the field goal unit. Oh my goodness, I have never seen a kicker make one from this far away. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Fielding the miss, and they're headed the other way. Runs by the 30. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready?
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10.
Come on. Set.
Starting the half with Robinson. And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
60 Bobcat. Ready?
Here's Daniels. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off, Trey Amos.
Daniels pass. Intercepted.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Tootin headed left. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Williams from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
21 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Inside give here for Tootin. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On play action, Williams. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And he takes it in, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Viking 18. Go.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Cut my team. Cut Hawk 70. Hawk.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
And the Texans 1st down.
Going on 1st down. Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
The 2nd down run good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Panther 11. Viking 18.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Forced out to his right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down Houston. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief.
And they pick him off again! Jordan Poyer has it! And the Seahawks are gonna have it after his 2nd interception of the season. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped him.
He's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
One of the biggest adjustments for quarterbacks going from the collegiate level to the NFL is the blitz package. Each and every practice leading up to a game time, you are spending so much time as a QB, as an offensive group, and as that O-line trying to figure out a way to stop these blitzes. At that time, the offense, the O-line, the QB, no one had an answer for that defensive pressure.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, but if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points and the defense ignited.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. Punt taken at midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Devontae Turpin on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42.
Ready?
The motion at tight end left. Here's Robinson up the middle. They dodge the tackle. And they take this in for the score. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
28-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Tootin gets it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. We'll go with a design keeper. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Not the biggest gain, but exactly what they needed. Just get the first down and keep this drive rolling.
First down from the 41. It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
To throw is Williams. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it, and he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. You found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. Third and 4 coming up now. Williams set to pass. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Off the play fake, Williams. That's more of the catch out left. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now here's Williams. Here's a screen for Tootin. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 3 now. To the air yet again, Williams. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First down, Williams to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Tootin with it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Now Williams. He rolls to his right. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Ryland now for the extra point. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Come back team. Back row 80. 19 right.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe.
Texans, first down.
Daniels on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's 4th down.
19 seconds.
Desperation time here on 4th. Chased out to his right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first. Offense in the hurry-up here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
First down. First and 10.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. And goes to the hurry up here.
70 Lions.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Dragon,
On the
60.
Seahawks 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniels escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, or even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. From the gun, Marks gets it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
On the ball, on the ball.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
70, 70.
First down. First and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On first down, here's Daniels. Headed right through the middle of the field. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Come on, come on.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Go! Pep 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Throwing now, Daniels. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Daniels, 3rd and goal. Forced out to his right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
They've got a man in motion. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
First down, Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This gets out past the 20. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
2-yard line.
Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Williams off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks getting closer to a 7-0 start. They've got first down here from the 36. On the give, it's Tootin. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down, give to Tootin. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Williams from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Fielded at the 11. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Daniels now on 1st down. This one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
2nd down and 10. Daniels. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game. It happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not...
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Texans have some new life in the 4th.
The Texans, they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. On his end zone, Daniels. And he's going to get this up to a run around that 13-yard line. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Rolling on 1st down, Daniels. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
And he gets the Seahawks 1st down, Brock, and that should finish off this win for him. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
They're going to pass it here. On the move, headed right. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Tried to link up with his back, David Montgomery. And it's going to be 2nd down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Drake Greenlaw picks it off. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Buffalo 18. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Daniels. Hits his running back. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Ready, go.
Now to throw. Big shot is hauled in. Peter inbounds. Oh, what a play!
It's a gain of 29.
First and 10 from the 32.
Texans, first down.
Tag!
A gain of 29
Back goal,
yards.
80s. 65 check. 65 check.
To throw again, it's Daniels. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Here he goes, one final shot. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted.